What is up, guys? We are live. This is another edition of Mountaineer Paul. I am Mountaineer Paul, and I would like to welcome you to another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. It's been one heck of a day when it comes to West Virginia football. I think we were all maybe expecting some basketball news, and then here this happens out of nowhere. Which I had already known about the corner. Probably be playing cat safety, I'm told, going forward. But Kekoura Tarnue, a name that's been on my lips for a couple of weeks now, which I was posting some hints about earlier today, just for fun. I was tipped off about it a couple of weeks ago from somebody I just wasn't expecting, but it was a good tip. And worked out. And I've been looking into him for a couple of weeks now and really like the player. Rich Rod, give us a gift, right? That's kind of how I look at it. That's why I made the thumbnail what I did. It's one of my favorite thumbnails I've done with Rich Rod pointing over at the kid. So welcome in, guys. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Mother's Day is right around the corner. If you still got your mother like I do, cherish them with all your heart, because my mom she's everything to me. And I mean that. I'm a mommy's boy, and I love her with all my heart, man. So, I got my mom the whichever one, I think it's manicure or pedicure, whichever one is your feet. I got her that. And least I can do for my mom. What's up, Timothy Green? What's up, Mouth of the Mountains? What's up, Jacob Yoho? Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you guys. My usual suspects are in here already. So, Kekoura Tarnue. I'll tell you what. He's a really good player. And we're going to check out some stuff on him, obviously. This is what you come here for. And so I've already got some stuff ready to roll. Let's see. Oh, I misspelled it. My fingers hit the thing at the same time. Tarnue. Okay. Well, I had it ready to roll, I thought. Sorry about that, guys. There it is. So earlier today, he posted "Let's Work, Coach Cod," which is Javon J. Codlin. He's an assistant defensive backs coach and really doing a great job of recruiting, from what I'm told. So that's pretty cool. He's got something posted on here that I want you guys to see. Here it is right here. I posted it earlier myself. This is a video of Kekoura Tarnue. So I want to give him credit for this. This is also his YouTube channel. So I believe we're gonna use that and hopefully have his permission. Make sure we turn the music off. That's the one thing we can't figure for. So I think you guys will be impressed with this footage. Let's go. So right off the rip, we got to get a look at the kid. Oh, crap. So big frame, long arms. Look, his arms come down almost just right past the thigh. In comparison, if you look at this gentleman here, while it's not an exact side-by-side comparison, you can see he's got shorter arms, probably a running back, somewhere D lineman, something like that. And here you can see this guy was meant to play the skill position with this frame. This is what you're looking for in a corner. And Tarnue's got a long, lanky frame. So they got really nice uniforms there at Jacksonville State. That's a nice helmet, too. They share a name with the South Carolina Gamecocks. So against Coastal, who's been pretty good, over the last 5-6 years especially. That offense is tough to prepare for. Grayson McCall, great quarterback there. You finally get to see some stuff on him. Here he is coming off the edge. Great timing on this blitz. We're going to break this tape down a little slower. But as you can see, he's right here. The running back has to account for him on the slot corner blitz. And the running back gets overwhelmed by the line, right? Gets absolutely mauled back, and there's just no way he's going to be able to chip like he's supposed to chip on anybody coming around. See, he tries to right there, but it's way too late by the time you get there. Now the quarterback has got to make a decision, and there's no time. So let's watch it in totality. Here he is. Look at the great timing. Just watch what he does. He pretends like he's going into coverage to cover something across the middle, and actually goes ahead right here. Nope, not going across the middle. Come around the edge. Really good timing on that. That's how you run a blitz off the corner. And here it is from the other angle. And you can see he swatted down trying to get that ball out. Here he is coming off the edge. Looks like he's going to get a punt block here. Really nice. So he blocks the punt, scoops it, and scores with it. That's pretty cool. Here he is against New Mexico State, a 9-3 football team last year. Pass low to the ground. That's never good. And there you see he beats the wide receiver block, gets his left arm around, and is able to make the tackle. Really nice play. See, that's a really nice play. He was just too much to handle for the guy. And to make the tackle while a guy's got your right arm, it's pretty impressive. There he is. I thought he was going to come in. So pretty good tackling for him here. Didn't break down great. See, he almost got beat to the side. Now the Big 12, you're probably going to break. You might not. He's probably going to break that tackle, but he does a good job of attacking the legs and wrapping up, even though he had the stiff arm on him. I feel like this here is just reading the quarterback's eyes, and he kind of fell out of his where he's supposed to be right there. Watch him read the quarterback's eyes and come back. He's helping this guy here. Here he is. He's coming back towards the middle, and the play he makes on that ball is great. And I think he houses this one. Really nice pick. That's those long arms. He high-pointed the ball. There's another great tackle in space against Louisiana. This is Coastal again. There he is. This is just a montage of him locking guys up, basically. Okay, this is a pick, I'm pretty sure. Yep. This is an underthrown ball, but look, look at the adjustment. He's exactly where he's supposed to be. And then he makes a great adjustment to the ball here. It was underthrown, so it was really but he did that. This is what you call an interception with positioning. He was in the right place where he needed to be as far as in coverage. I need to go back just a touch more. So right here, he's already on the outside hip. He's not making a ton of contact. And right there, look at that. He shows his arms to the ball, right? This guy's reaching back with one arm, both feet off the ground. This is just perfect. And he makes the interception. Really good instincts. Taking the quarterback's leg out. Interception of the year candidate. I don't care, any year for any team. This is an incredible interception right here. On a play fake. He's going deep down the left seam. Boom. Right in front of his own guy. Look at this. I paused. That was like a perfect pump. Look at this situation he's in. He's in between a defender and a receiver. That's a pretty good, well-thrown ball. If he's not there, this is a tutty, right? He's in between both guys. And then, to beat it all, in that situation with his own buddy having both arms stuck through both arms, makes the catch. Wow. You know? At least I think he did. Yeah, he made that catch. You know, that's one heck of a play. I don't know if that. So here he is. He's out here. He's out here on the outside. He just didn't give him any choice right there. So I say all that to say, guys, and hopefully this played, and I just didn't sit here and talk with nothing being played on the screen for the whole time. Are you guys serious? You couldn't see that the entire time? Oh, my God. How embarrassing is that? It said it was sharing it. Unbelievable. It literally told me, it asked me if I wanted to stop sharing the video. Yeah, because it was showing me it was showing me the video, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here looking at a full screen. You know, it's like I spoke that into existence. It is. Well, I'll tell you what. You guys saw the breakdown. Let me try this one more time. Wow, how embarrassing is that? You know why? See, okay. This thing, I don't know. You guys know I just got this set up. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sure this is going to get me a lot of views now, huh? Yeah, it's a bloopers reel. I got to quit being so hard on myself because this is something that I won't forgive myself for if I'm not careful because, you know, I want to be perfect all the time and you just can't be. But so this screen share has a bad habit of whenever I click into a new thing, like, you know, if it opens up a new tab, it won't go with it. And I forget about that, you know. Because it's still telling me that a screen is being shared. It's just not the one that I'm on. Unbelievable, man. So let's try this one more time, guys, except this time it's going to daggone share. I'm not going to break it down again. Can y'all see this? Unbelievable, man. Can y'all see this? This is insane. All right. I just want to make sure y'all can freaking see it. So embarrassing. You guys got to see my ugly face. I was in my element, wasn't I? So stupid. All right. So let's go back a little bit. Here I was. I was describing how the kid looked and everything. Oh my gosh! So this is the picture I was talking about. Whenever I was talking about, I mean, look at those arms though. He's got some long arms on him. Good Lord. So I'll pause it once or so, like per clip, but I'm not going to break it down as deep as that the first time. It's one of those videos where the beat has to line up with the plays that are happening, so it takes it like a few seconds to get in there. All right. All right, so this is him coming off the edge, and he fakes like he's going to cover across the middle and cover, and then beats this guy here to the outside. Well, actually, he beats the running back to the outside, makes a sack. So, nice play. And a really, really quick, you know, he really gained some steam right there. As you can see, the running back was completely overwhelmed. 2-5 put him right. He hurt him. This play here, he actually blocks the punt. This is him right here on the right, to the right of the punter. He blocks the punt, picks it up, and scores. Pretty impressive. This is the play. This is the play where I was talking about how he tackles the guy with his left arm only. Sheds a blocker. I'm so laughing about this because now I just, you guys weren't seeing it the whole time. And I made it worse. It's like a 30-second video or something stupid. So, yeah, this is the one where he pretty good form tackle. This is a good interception here. Obviously, the one I was talking about where he read the quarterback's eyes. He kind of came out of his element a little bit there for that. Here's on the read option. Now in the Big 12, those are going to be tougher tackles. We know that. This is against South Carolina, guys. Just so you know, like, let's watch that again. So this is against South Carolina. That's Spencer Rattler, guys. We played against him. So on the play fake, he did a pretty good job on the play fake. Offensive line gave him decent protection. He had a decent little pocket there. But on this throw, I mean, look at the positioning right here. Really rode the, I love the position on this interception. And it shows it from this angle even better. So, like I said, he gives himself the best opportunity to intercept this ball because of body positioning, because a lot of times what will happen is in this situation, safeties or corners will get a little bit too wrapped up in the receiver and not be able to release in time to make contact with the ball and actually intercept it or knock it down. You see how he just barely got his hands on him so he can feel where he's at. And then he makes a play off of him, and he's in the best position. And he makes a great play. That's against South Carolina, and he was step for step with the guy. Pretty good. Here's another one where he just kind of takes the quarterback's leg out. But here in a minute it comes to like I said, the interception. Yeah, here it is. This is off the play fake. He's going to go down the left seam, and he's going to make a hell of a pick. Unbelievable. There, look at this. So that's what I'm talking about. His hands are all up in his business. This guy would have probably caught that thing for a touchdown, or it would have been close. He might have broke it up. But, I mean, this is one hell of a catch. Look at that. They're both airborne, or all three airborne now. And so, obviously, he's got really good ball skills, Like, that's a tough catch. Really impressive. And then I think that's a compilation of him just kind of being in the right positioning. There he is playing outside. This is not a good throw, but the quarterback didn't have anywhere to go with it. Same on this play, nowhere to go with it. And really the pressure got to him. Some of these are pressure. But that's it. So that was the breakdown for the actual real time. I like how Timothy thinks. Are you experiencing deja vu, Eric? Insane, man. I feel so stupid. But, at the end of the day, like, so one of the things that happens with this is like, okay, for instance, I can share this this thing right here. On X. And then if I click on something else and it wants to go to another thing like the video, it don't go with it. It stays on the thing I was on, and I need to mess around with it and see if I can figure out, look at this guy. This guy needs to be the Mountaineer. Murray State. But like if I were to click on something to go to a new tab like this is what I clicked on before, I believe. It takes me to a new tab. You guys stayed on X, but really I'm on the video. And up top, underneath, like where the drop down is, it says that it's sharing it, the video for you guys. So I'm sitting here thinking the whole time. But I need to figure out how to get that to travel with. If it even does, maybe it doesn't, because it's annoying every time you go to a different thing. And on these scenarios, I'm kind of bouncing around a lot, and I have to click screen share, and there's like 4 clicks to get it to actually work. Don't forget to like the video, guys, for sure. I always appreciate that when you do that. Subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football and drop a comment below, please. Before we go any further, we're going to acknowledge the sponsors for the channel. So if you don't mind, just pause for a minute while we do that. This episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time. With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing, only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you. And hold on just 1 second, guys. Apparently, whenever Coos used it earlier, I've lost the Magic Shine thing. So give me 1 second here, and I'll put it in there. You guys don't want to wait on this, I know. But all right. Sorry about this, y'all. I'm trying to hurry. All right. And today's video is sponsored by Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tent in Morgantown, West Virginia. At Magic Shine, your vehicle's care is their top priority. They use only the highest quality products to ensure your car not only looks its best, but is also protected and maintained with the utmost care. From window tinting with top-of-the-line Max Pro tint to protective ceramic coatings from Diamond Protec, they've got you covered. Drive in today and experience the difference of Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tint, where your car shines like new. Shine on, Morgantown. Thanks for sticking around for that, guys. I appreciate the time. All right, let's see what everybody's into in the comments here. Oh, wow. Nice. Appreciate that, guys. Was not expecting that. That's what I'm going to start reading these more often. Aaron, this is the most fun you've had on here, huh? Wow. Well, you know what? I can always start some kind of comedic thing where I just screw up every time I get on here. Close enough to the truth anyway. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate that super chat, man, and appreciate your continued support for the channel, bro. It means a ton. And then H. Bar Farkle, or HB R. Farkle is how I like to say it. If he's as good as Beanie, it's a win. Well, you know what? That pick was against Western Kentucky, which was a team that Beanie played for at one point in time. It's like sort of a connection. Thanks for the super chat, man. Jacob Yoho said, no, I see why Coos does not like doing lives. Yeah, and he also doesn't like to do them really by himself either, because he thinks he likes to it's hard to talk without anybody there to relieve you of it or relieve you. And you always kind of feel like you have to be on, you always have to be saying something interesting. But I'll let that go, just like a minute ago with the when I was looking for the Magic Shine thing, I've just gotten to the point to where I'm secure in myself, enough to know that you guys are here because you want to support me, and I appreciate that. and West Virginia, and you also appreciate how hard that me and Coos and people like us work. This isn't hard manual labor exactly, but there's a lot of mental work. I mean, I've probably spent 5, 6, 7 hours today. Just trying to figure out different things. So, I mean, it's time consuming. At the end of the day, it's really what it takes in order to not make a fool out of yourself. Because whenever I think I've told you guys this before. Whenever I decided to do this, I was already better than some of the people that were doing this, a YouTube thing for whatever sport, whether it was West Virginia or Kansas State or whoever. There's a couple guys that were just not that good, and I was thinking, well, shoot, he's got 10,000 followers. I mean, you just got to be consistent, so appreciate that though. See how I rant though? I just took that. Coos does not like to do lives and went all the way to that. Thanks, Tim. You're the best, man. Tim, do I not have you as a does anybody have a Rich by their name for my channel? I was just noticing that. I think we only put you as one for the Who from the Hills channel. Let's go. Oh, it's Harvey Barfarkle. Okay. That's one hell of a name. I'm not going to lie, bro. I love it. I love that name. Sounds like a name you would hear in a book or something, It's, you know what, Silas? That's a good point. I mean, it is awesome to see football snagging some guys. And these are luxury pieces. That's what I've been saying for the last 3 or 4, really. These are luxury picks. This is a 9-win football team at its core. And to me, they're ready to go win 10, 11 games this year, guys. I really feel like the possibility's there. And they just are refusing. If there is a guy with any upside or they feel like can help that secondary, like they have put a ton of resources into that secondary for both the future and this year. So somebody needs fired if the secondary doesn't play well this year. I'm just going to say, like they have spent way too much time and effort on the secondary for it not to improve. It literally has to improve. I mean, they've added at this point, well, let's see if we can remember them all. I don't even know if I can. The kid today, Kekoura Tarnue, Dantes Fagan before him. Then you got the 2 Northwestern guys. Who am I missing, guys? Without it sitting in front of me, let me see if I can pull up a list of transfers. Where's Jordan when I need him? Okay, let's see what we can find here. Okay, Dantes Fagan, Kekoura Tarnue, Garnett Hollis Jr., Jaheim Joseph, Aiden Garnes, TJ Crandall. Those are the names. And every one of these guys I feel good about. To be truthful, I really do. And they're all ranked 3 to 4 stars. Let me just share the screen with you. So this is the list. So we've got, if you want to talk about any of these guys, just let me know. I talked about Ryder Burton earlier. If you want to know more about Ryder Burton, guys, I did a short video on him earlier. We could certainly do some more Ryder Burton stuff today. Matter of fact, while we got time and I'm feeling good today, I might as well I'll pull something up on him in a minute. Fagan's another guy that I really think is going to come in and play right away. And you start to look at the length, 6'1", 185, 6 feet, 175, 6'2", 205. Here's a 5'10". Let's see. Aiden Garnes is 6 feet tall. TJ Crandall is 6'1", These are all 6 feet or above guys. That's on purpose. They're purposely recruiting length and athleticism. So, it may not be from the Power 5 ranks always, but they have brought in Power 5 guys. Remember, Hollis and Joseph, they both came from 8-win football team last year in Northwestern that played good defense in the Big Ten. So I'm excited about all of them, to be honest with you. Obviously, this is my boy right here, Xavier Bosley. I love him. I love Bray. I love French. I'm really excited about the pieces we've added, guys. You mean to tell me that if we didn't add any of these guys, we'd have some holes, no doubt. But we all still feel pretty good about this team what we have returning. We have a lot of young guys, obviously, to replace some older guys. But, it'd be hard for me to even do a list on this. It really would. If you're talking about who I think is going to impact what, where, I think you're going to see Jaden Bray probably have the biggest impact because it's going to be right in front of your face. He's going to catch a lot of balls this year, probably in the 30 to 50 range, maybe, and if he has a breakout year, maybe more. So he's going to be the most visible on offense, I think, probably. Bosley's going to play. I don't know how much. And then on defense, you can work your way up and back. Reed Carrico has been fighting for a starting spot, which is awesome. He's right here in my area. Got to watch him grow up. Don't know him personally, but did get to watch. Crandall, I loved coming to Colorado State. I think his game is extremely underrated out of all these transfers. But Aiden Garnes is probably one starting quarter, and Garnett Hollis seems to be maybe the other. It's going to be tough to see who starts between all these guys. But I think on defense, this guy right here, TJ Jackson, is going to have an extremely big impact on the defense. And then obviously you get to Ty French and what he can do. So, I feel really good about a lot of these players. Last year, I might have thought, yeah, this guy might be okay. This guy might be okay. And I was excited about, obviously Devin, Carter, and a couple of those guys. And then the receivers I was a little excited about. They didn't do anything. But this year, different story, man. They really added a lot of quality pieces. A lot of these guys were all conference players, a couple of these guys were. So Carrico never played at Ohio State. He is an in-the-box linebacker. If you don't know what I mean by that, think Reed Williams, think Nick Kwiatkowski, a guy that's not uber athletic. I'm not saying he's not athletic. He is. But he's not somebody that you're going to see like a Josiah Trotter Jr. or a guy like that runs sideline to sideline and makes plays. He's an into-the-box, run-stuffing kind of linebacker. TJ Crandall's, he's got so much upside, a really, really super athlete, and really good ball skills I really liked. Aiden Garnes is probably the most ready-made corner on the roster now. What he did at Duquesne was impressive, but what he did against West WVU was even more impressive, in my opinion. He really is probably going to be QB1 next year, or quarterback number 1 next year possibly. Ty French, obviously, we know is an All-American at the FCS level and has a chance to be really good at this level. He's 6'3", 230, so it's not like he's 5'11 or something coming up from the FCS. So if he can translate that, we may have just a huge impact player, Bruce Irvin-type impact player off the edge if we're lucky. Jaden Bray, extremely raw, but he still led the Pokes in receiving last year outside of Presley. I think he's got a shot to be really good for us, number 5. Xavier Bosley's the tackle of the future. I was lucky enough to break that news. I'm still proud of that. I personally think he's the guy that's going to start at right tackle, if not this year, absolutely next year. Maybe they slide him to left, but he's a right tackle. And guess what? That makes him the most important tackle on the roster because he'll be protecting Nico Marchiol's blind side at the right side next year. Remember, usually it's left tackle with Wyatt Milam. If Wyatt Milam was on the roster next year, he would be on the right side, because that's where Nico is. where would I have lost that? Oh, yeah, TJ Jackson. Obviously, he could be, when it's all said and done, the most impactful transfer. He is a terror. Really, really good defensive lineman. He can play all four positions or all three positions now on the defensive line and playing well. But he's really a defensive end at heart. Wants to get after the pass to rush the passer, and I think he's going to do it. Jaheim Joseph is going to be battling it out for one of those safety spots, I believe, from what I understand. He's going to be moving to safety. Garnett Hollis is probably going to man one of the corner spots. I like what I've seen from him, although he did get the spring game a little bit. But they were, it's not real. I don't take putting much stock in that. Kekoura Tarnue will be playing cat safety. He will not be as much as you've seen the highlights where he looked like a really good corner. He's actually probably going to be he's going to be playing safety according to what I'm told. Dantes Fagan is an extremely athletic corner and is a real wild card. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do. He could start. He could be a second guy, but they didn't bring him in not to play. So I'm just going to tell you that now. Getting to Ryder Burton, though. Let's move on to him really quick. I'll show you a couple things on Ryder Burton. Let me see here. Make sure nobody did anything here. Anybody got anything they wanted to say before I move on to Ryder Burton? I agree, Eric. We do. Although they saw it, Leitzel, they saw it. They should have never gave me the telestrator, man. Let's see. I would like to show, I guess, this one. So on this clip here, this kid he's impressive, and he's very Will Grier-esque, and he's more mobile just a bit. He's not Garrett Green mobile, but he's really quick. Like, he's short area explosion is good. Like, he's really quick, like when he needs to make a sudden move. But like long speed is not it's not great, but it's good. Let's check out a little bit of this film. Obviously, footwork right off the bat. He needs a little bit of work. As you run through, you'll see. But he is extremely – now, this is one heck of a throw right here. I love – watch the hips. The hips tell you really all you need to know right here. Watch how quick he flips those around. Flip. That's not easy to do, guys. Not easy to do. To flip your hips, set your feet, and to throw a ball out in front of your guy, not easy to do. He flipped the hips, and then look at that 3/4 arm angle slot, and then it's right out on the money. Heck of a play. Once again, he's pulling the ball down early, but he's got some good speed, as you can see here. This is high school, so like I said, he's not beating you, all the way down the field, but this out throw here really showcases some really great arm talent. And look at the footwork. Look where the toe's pointing, right on line with where he's going to deliver the ball, and watch the accuracy. First of all, watch the toe. Look where the toe's at. You've got the toe planted in the ground, the left toe pointed exactly where it's supposed to go. Hips are almost perpendicular with the outside receiver. Arm slot, once again, a little bit more than 3/4 in this one, which is probably more of his natural motion. And his eyes are where they're supposed to be. So watch where the ball ends up. Boom. That's so good. It's so good. Just that little bit of – I can see why BYU got him. I'm falling in love with this film too. But there you go. That's just a little bit more than 3/4 arm slot, maybe 3/4 arm slot, which is okay. He's probably a baseball guy like Garrett, but that ball placement can't get much better than that. See, that's what I'm talking about with his instincts and his quickness. So he had somebody bearing down on him. This is a high school player. In college, he's probably sacked, but he really is quick to get out of these situations. Boom, I'm gone. And he loves to run right across the field. There he is. This time he's throwing the ball to, and he once again he flips the hips, right? He's throwing the ball the opposite direction. Oops, I missed it. One more time. Hips are flipped, and he just flips that thing out there, man. I mean, he's got an impressive arm. Impressive arm. So you mix that with he's got more than enough athletic ability to run a read option, obviously. And it's an intriguing prospect. I think that's why they're happy he has 4 years left. And you start to look at, what he needs to improve on. He's got a lot to improve on. But, it's easily workable stuff. And who knows, at BYU, he's already corrected 90% of it. Who really knows? But, man, I was extremely impressed with just that little bit of film and what I watched on the BYU stuff. He's got some spring game stuff. But, man, he's got a lot of upside. And I really love the move. I really think that, they were expecting him to be the guy in 2025 for BYU. So, I mean, that's feasible for us too. One thing I didn't understand is, he did call it his dream school there at BYU. And then also he left a crowded quarterback room to come to another crowded quarterback room, but not as crowded, right? He's the third guy, solidly. At BYU, I don't even know if he was guaranteed that. So, hola. Somebody with a Shakira reference. You guys were trying to trick me again on the video. All right, guys. So hope you enjoyed this video. I know a few of you guys. Eric definitely did. He said it was the funniest, most laughed in a long time. Super chats are open if you guys have any questions. Absolutely. WVU Football Going Deep says BY quarterback situation is a mess right now. They keep bringing guys in, not developing them, and not giving them time. Retzloff is the guy, though. You know what I mean? Like, I was so impressed with him in the start against us last year. He's got a ton of arm talent, a lot of ability. I just roll with Retzloff. I mean, I don't know why they don't. I love the guy personally. I thought he was going to be a problem for people this year in that game last year. But I'm not there every day, so I don't know what's going on with it. But I thought he was going to be their guy coming in this year, no doubt. But maybe they're trying to go high end on him. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think he was going to be the best quarterback in the league, but I thought he was going to throw for a bunch of yards. You always think somebody's overhyped, Lights. No, but I thank you guys for checking in with me here. Appreciate you guys. I really don't have much else to say. I'm going to be honest. They're cutting grass right outside my door here, so might go ahead. Culture shock. That's a good point. We'll see. Could be some culture shock coming to Morgantown, but who knows? He's probably a good kid. He may not even be into that seat. Don't forget to like the video before you jump out of here on me, guys. If you don't care, subscribe. If you're not subscribed in here, we're almost to 2,000. We're like 90-something people away from it. So I'm really going to start pushing that. Drop a comment below if you can, even if it's after the video's over with, and be that monster I like to call the algorithm, guys. Hopefully we got some more stuff going on this weekend. I'll be expecting some basketball stuff really soon. Unfortunately, some of the guys that were talked about yesterday haven't panned out. So We'll see. But they've got more guys, so we'll see what's going on with it all. It's just such a fluid and revolving thing, especially on basketball, because individual players get so much money. It's insane, So, yeah, Nathan. Like I said, they've got some guys I think on campus right now. I actually haven't been able to confirm that, but I think they are. And there's just so much to do. It's hard to keep up with it all at once when it happens like this. But from what I understand, what was supposed to happen yesterday didn't. That's how it goes. So, but we'll see. Keep looking. If something basketball happens and it's not midnight or something, I'll probably go live. So just keep watching out for that, guys. All right, y'all. I'm done. Hope you enjoyed the episode. This has been another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. This episode is over. I'm out.